everyone. Welcome to Tanisha's Locs Beauty Tips and Potpourri. We have the lovely Ronnie here today with us, and we want to talk a little bit about, what's this? What's that thing?
How to choose between traditional locks and sister locks.
Yeah, if you happen to be on the fence, you might be weighing whether or not you want to get sister locks or micro locks, or whether or not you want to do the traditional locks or the free form locks. We just thought we'd give you some things to consider. Before we start, we're going to give a shout out to the sisters who are using the Melanin Magic Miracle Grow Oil to give your hair the nutritive substance that it needs to grow healthy and long. If you're interested in this product, feel free to give me a shout out. My information is in the description. Thanks to all of you ladies and all your wonderful feedback. Okay, first and foremost, the most obvious reason why...
Go, baby. What? I was going to say, we're talking about this guy in the third, but you already did that.
Okay. So, yeah, the first thing I think for sister locks or micro locks is just the versatility. Because they're so small, and y'all, I just got that retightening. Efraz just hooked me up about 4 days ago, and the plucked chicken look is not as bad as it used to look a long time ago. But the versatility that has to do with the size. Because they're so small, you can do so much with them. Even though y'all don't see me doing as much with my locks, I need to get more. That's kind of cute, isn't it? I mean, what you think about that, Sophia?
It's cute.
I need to kind of do a little something. That's kind of cute, y'all.
It probably give you a headache.
See me up in here. It's just a matter of trying to figure out how to keep these jokers up here.
You just need a scrunchie.
I like that, Sophia. What do y'all think? I like that. That's kind of cute, right? Because these jokers are getting a little heavy, but yeah, it's more versatile. You can pull them up. You can do some of the same things that you would have done with your hair without the locks. It's more versatile.
I would say it's a different type of versatile. Because these are very versatile too.
Well, I guess I mean the flow of the movement. They're not as thick. So your hair is super thick. So if you wanted to do something,
you mean more flexible then? Because these are both versatile. Yours are more flexible.
Okay, flexible. Okay, flexible. Flexible as compared to those.
She's trying to dog us out.
Oh, she's trying to straighten me out. So yeah, so like if you want to do, you can put yours up like mine, but it's gonna take a lot more finagling. If I pull these up, I can easily twist these around into a little ball or something, right?
This is what you just did. Was this?
Right? No, it's time for some more color soon.
Oh, this is
cute
too.
It's cute. Sophia, I need to start being more creative. I got to get out of this box I'm in. I put myself in a hex, y'all, with these styles. That's kind of cute. I want to kind of leave it like that. So
that's why your videos be so long.
I keep trying to tell her, people in our generation, we have a shorter attention span. I mean, we have a longer attention span, excuse me. Okay, Sophia, so that's my thing. More flexible, more versatility, I feel, than the traditional locks.
Mine is, okay, so it's way easier to find someone who can do. You know it's lagging, right?
What's like? What you
like
mean?
When you talk, the voice.
Kitty tore apart, so Kitty's tearing us up. So these chairs look crazy, y'all.
But
not
anyway,
that matters.
It's easier to find people who can do retwists than it is to find someone who is licensed and can do sister locks. Because all you're doing is this, so it's a lot easier to find someone who can do it.
Okay, so yeah, because with the sister locks method or the micro locks, people need to know. I'm getting ready to leave this up here like this, Sophia. As you see with these, you don't need any barrettes or anything. Okay, so the second reason I think, which had a lot to do with my choice, is simply that it's more of a braided look, meaning even though these turn into, I don't want to say a dreaded look, but they tend to have more of a formless. Let's say formless.
I was trying to help you out, but I don't know what you were trying to say.
Okay. So reason is being because I've messed with a lot of my locks. So you may not be able to see the braided look as much as you could before with some of the ones I've messed around with.
The pattern.
Thank you for helping the sister out. There's a pattern still, even though some of these are a little jacked up.
Even after they lock, you can see.
Even after they're locked, for many of us, you can see a pattern. Except if someone, put your locks in and didn't do your ends and all that crazy stuff. So there's more of a braided look, and if you tend to like more of the individual box braid look, these are going to be a little bit better for you. And because the size, they tend to have more of a natural look. Some sisters will have the locks so small. Because the way they look like braids and little individual pieces of hair,
like
from afar, it can look like loose natural hair. And as a matter of fact, that's one of the appeals of the hair, because not only does it move like loose natural hair, but it can tend to look like that in certain photos, especially a couple photos I have from afar. You can't really tell if these are locks or if it's loose natural hair. You know?
I would definitely say that's one of the pros. Mine is like, it's more of this is one of the main reasons I picked traditional locks. It's more of a hippie boho look. Like it's more of a messy, free kind of look. So
I actually like the hippie boho look.
Yeah.
As I began to become more comfortable in my dressing style has changed. And I used to wear suits, y'all. I used to be dressed up I still dress up. I can't help it. It makes me feel good regardless of what I'm doing. But I have a lot of free-flowing, wide-leg, Peruvian cotton outfits, bohemian jewelry. Y'all see me wear a lot of jewelry, but I wear a lot of bohemian jewelry, a lot of Indian jewelry, a lot of ethnic jewelry. And if you like that look, and that look feels like it's you from the inside out, these are going to be so much more beautiful. I mean, I like the Lisa Bonet look. I love her locks. That's the perfect look I'm talking about.
Was it your turn now?
I thought you were going to ask me a question.
Oh, I was going to say, did you notice, because I know when I got my locks, I actually became this hippie type vibe. Before that, I was not so...
It's funny. That's why I always say the hair journey is a spiritual journey. Because not only did that start to shift, my consciousness started to shift. I started to embrace more of my authenticity in all ways. I began to even become more aware of the foods I wanted to eat. I started doing the energy work. Actually, that's what I do full time, you all. Now I'm in a whole nother different space than I used to be. Although I was always an educator and I was always enlightening minds in the pursuit of intellectual curiosity and spiritual wellness, I still do that now, but it's in a whole different context. So yes to that. And as you begin to flow more, everything about me began to flow more. My whole wardrobe started to change. The other stuffy clothes that I used to wear, I wasn't attracted to them anymore. Last summer, I think I was at the height of my metamorphosis in terms of my style and the kind of clothes I'm attracted to now, what makes me feel comfortable, what feels good up against my skin, and all of that stuff, not to mention the mental and the emotional and the spiritual transformation.
Hers are easier to fit into a hoodie, too. Like if you wore hoodies, it's easier to get them in.
Those locks. When her locks get to be my length, your hair is going to be like this. Yeah. When your locks get to be my length, Sophia, you say you want them long. I don't know what you're going to do when they get to be that long. But number 3, the retightenings. Y'all don't call them retightenings, but the retightenings last longer for us in terms of what it looks like after. You were saying that
for us, y'all know they unravel when you sweat and stuff, so it's a little bit more difficult to make them last if you don't get them into a style.
So our hair can tend to look fresher for longer, is what we're saying.
Even though you can still interlock traditional locks, it's you don't really want to do it too much, because you remember the problem I had in the summer. You got to pick one. You either retwist or you interlock, because you can kind of run into some different problems if you decide to do both.
Look, Sophia.
What?
That nail.
Oh, yeah. Then, what was it? Mine?
I told you to go to Michael. I just started getting my nails done.
She just want to be like me. You just want to be like me. I was getting the S&S.
Paying that to get them nails done. That's what I'm getting them done now, because my little ones I was gluing on all the time.
Show them.
I was gluing them on all the time. They pop off every 2 or 3 days, and I get a little gangrene under them. I'm like, I don't have time for this. Just go in there and pay that money and let them. But yeah, Sophia tip's really big.
You see, this is why, Mommy, we're at 9 minutes, because
that's okay.
My a lot of extra stuff.
They can always move forward. If you make it to the end, please say, we made it. I made it to the end.
Do y'all actually prefer longer videos than the shorter videos? And let me know what you think in the comments.
I just like to relax. This is my tribe. These are my people.
I feel like
shout out to Kimberly Anderson. Got your order this morning. Mia Wallace and so many more of you. Beautiful, beautiful ladies. Wow, in the in-between time, in the gap. Okay, so did you give yours, Sophia?
I was waiting for you to let me.
So
it's my turn.
Okay.
These are less likely to thin out. like these are not gonna thin out, but you have a stronger foundation here. It can withstand a little more trauma than
That's
those
debatable.
can.
I think that's
You
debatable
think so?
because people will tell you as those get longer, you guys tend to have more thinning than many of us do. If we've had a balanced loctician experience throughout the journey, a lot of people, but it's more because of the products and the heaviness.
For me, it's just the fact that there's more strength here. Somebody can rip one of these right out your head.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, now that
and
I understand what you're saying.
You can pull on this hard enough, and it might.
Those are stronger.
Yeah.
Okay, because of the size of
it can withstand a little more pulling and stuff like that.
I get it.
But you can have thinning locks with both types.
Right.
It's a matter of how you care for them.
Mm-hmm.
So,
number 5 is the ease of curling. Okay, they can curl too. You can curl with traditional locks, but you can use all the different tools. It takes less time. It's less of a hassle. Can you imagine trying to plait this and then trying to find something, trying to plait it to the bottom where it's so thick? Because these are smaller, it's easier to curl them, whether you use sponge rollers, whether you use the wrap-a-lock tool, the pipe cleaners, braid outs. It's easier to get
uniform.
A lot more curls. Yeah, and they tend to be
they
more
all
uniform
look the
in
same,
length.
and they're all the same size. They don't really do all that different button size and stuff we do. So
in the rebelling stage, you do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, these have dropped and compressed.
Yeah,
I mean they tend to rebel. You know how the locks will do. They'll fight the lock.
Because with these, when you try to braid these, you get it skinny here, and then you get to the bottom, you're trying to get this as big at the bottom.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Less uniformity.
Yeah.
There still is less uniformity, and because of the density and the way those expand, it's going to be easier with the Sisterlocks.
So mines are cheaper to pay for retwists and stuff. Yeah. So if I go to my retwist lady, which I haven't been in a while because I've just been kind of freeforming doing it myself when I do, it's $65. This is really easy to maintain that. It's very cheap. So it's kind of a lot better for people who are my age group who are not looking to spend too much money.
Because we can spend anywhere from $100 to $200, $210, $230 some people to get your hair retightened.
Yeah.
So that's a tremendous difference. Big deal. The other thing with the Sisterlocks or Microlocks that I think is advantageous is you can minimize.
Ooh, okay.
That's an SAT word. It's like, no, you're using a lot less product, if any product at all. Many of you don't put anything in your hair at all. I know I need stuff in my hair. Okay, but technically I don't have to put product in my hair. I can spray this in my hair twice a week and be done with it. I don't have to load my hair down with things. I don't need gel. I don't need those.
She's saying like when they retwist their hair, when they retie it, they don't have to put their stuff to make it stay. Y'all can just, because it's like a knot. So you don't need stuff to help it stay.
You don't need the products which also weigh the hair down.
Yeah.
By the way, if you're using this, you need to wash it out each time. It's light, but anything on the hair, this bottle is 8 ounces, so it's got some weight. So if you put that in there, you don't do a good job washing it out, you're going to feel that excess weight along with the length.
So the traditional locks are way easier to maintain on your own. It's very easy to learn how to palm roll retwist it, but you have to really know what you're doing to be able to get all the different patterns and stuff with the Sisterlocks. So that's one of the reasons I chose it, because I'm not willing to sit down and learn that.
And number 6, one of the reasons why you might choose the Sisterlocks over the traditional for a lot of people has to do with the grid. Many people really like the grid, not just for the design purposes, but they like to see the parts. This is that plucked chicken look that I despise, okay? As thick as my hair is, when they get retightened, there's that plucked chicken look. But people like the actual grid and the way it looks, and because of the grid that we have, the Sisterlocks proprietary grid, and any other proprietary grid that your loctician may decide to put in your hair, it allows your hair to lay a certain way. There's a certain reliability when it comes to styling. If I wanted to do an updo, if I wanted a center part, if I wanted it to be more to this side, I forget what that's called. What's it called when you...
Deep side part.
Deep side. There's a word for it. Deep side part. All of that. If you like that kind of format in your hair, that type of structure, then the Sisterlocks is gonna feel better too. It's gonna look better too.
You don't deal with half as much frizziness as we do either.
Well, it may look like that, but if you were to look at my hair under a certain light, you see a lot of frizziness because the new hair is always coming in. But yeah, it's
matted.
not like that. Yeah, it's not.
Because the
not
parts
like
are bigger, so I guess it's like...
It's more obvious to the
Yeah.
eye. Yeah.
But my last one is that these are way cheaper to install. Okay? I paid $145 to install these, and it's cheaper. What did you pay?
I paid $750, and that was almost coming up on a decade ago, which means that price is nowhere near like what most locticians are charging now. They will start at $750, a lot of them, and then it just continues to go up from there. I've heard some outrageous numbers right here on the channel. So if price is something for you,
I would definitely say try not to make it about the price, because you're paying, you're making an investment. This is something that you can have for the rest of your life. So I would say try not to make it too much about that, right?
Yeah, for me, I know this sounds insane for a lot of people, but even if these cost $2,000 today, and I knew back then what I know now, which is impossible, but if I were going back and I had to make the decision, I would do it again. Yeah. I would take the time and save, though, over a period of time, so it wouldn't feel like $2,000. But let's face it, you spend a lot of ridiculous money. People spend $200-300 a month on cable; they're not getting anything out of it. You can eat up several $100s a month eating out and giving your money, back to the system. So there are a lot of different ways you can waste money. But to investing in yourself, in your hair, and then experiencing the natural abundance of our hair when we kind of let it go without some of the extreme styling stress like relaxers and all of that, there's just no comparison. So definitely.
If you think about it, a lot of people will pay $200-300 for a Brazilian wig. Yeah. And so you're paying that, but you're getting to wear this for life.
Right.
So,
and you all know, traditionally we have buckled under the tyranny of hair. I mean, I call it the enslavement, because we spend this freed me. We spend way too much time focused on hair and the outer edifice and all this crazy stuff. I don't care. Look, I don't care what I might look like when I come on here. Sophia, does it take me long to get ready in the morning? Nope. It takes me about 8 minutes. I don't play. This shorten my routine. I get to wake up every day, have a good hair day. I don't have to worry about my hair, how it looks. I don't ever need an umbrella. Haven't had an umbrella for 10 years. Won't even waste my time with one. Love to be outside when it's wet. All of these things, having to spend all that time buying all those products, thinking about how you're going to maintain your hair, what it's going to look like, spending all these hours doing it one day only to turn around and have to do it again the next day or the following weekend. I don't miss that. This is a really low maintenance.
It's a stable relationship.
Baby, it's very
extremely stable. I wake up, shake it, after I take it out, and I'm done. I'm good for the day. That's
definitely secure attachment style, I would say. So we hope you all got something from this video.
Hope you can make a decision.
Yeah, if you're really on the fence about which to do, which may work better for you, hopefully we gave you a little bit of clarity.
They're literally hearing from the different types of locks. Yeah, you're literally speaking to traditional and Sisterlocks.
Yeah, and I've had these for 9.5 years. How long have you had yours, Sophia?
2 years next month.
2 years and counting. And these, y'all, they're long. Look at that. They're very long. Yeah. And around the back, y'all see my stretch marks. Don't focus on those. Oh, this isn't the long. These aren't the longest ones.
Y'all see this
is going over the length. I have a lot of sisters that I know, 2 in particular, who've had their locks much longer than I have, but my growth has outpaced theirs, and I swear by the fact that I've used this for over 8 years. That is what has made the difference. In the midst of me dyeing my hair. Let me see the longest one. In the midst of me dyeing my hair, in the midst of me doing some of the other crazy stuff like picking lint, taking them out, putting them back in, all that kind of stuff. So it's a wonderful choice. Use it,
and my hair has grown like weeds. Because when I got the locks, they were about here, and now you can see the longest one is about here. So
can't wait to see them when they get much longer too. I miss the auburn Sophia.
Oh really? It started looking dirty.
Oh no, I can't look dirty. I like it. I like it.
She always likes to pull my hair out of my face.
I know, she likes to have it over her face. Well, we want to thank you all for supporting the channel. We love y'all. We love the way you show your love, show your love, show your love. I'm wishing you peace, productivity, y'all a lot. We appreciate y'all a lot. I appreciate you all beyond, you can't even imagine. And those of you who reach out, or those of you who I get to, I try to follow up with the comments as best as I can. I just want y'all to know that you've been quite an addition to my life over the last 2.5 or so years. And I love it. And I love you guys and the support that you show for the channel. Keep coming back. More will be revealed. If you're interested in Sophia's channel, The Real Rami. If you're interested in more spirituality, you know, life is spirituality. Spirituality is life. It's about more than religion. In fact, it's not about religion at all.
Okay,
Check me out on my Butterfly Transformations
just
channel. See, I'm just chilling. I like to chill with my people, Sophia. Sophia be rushing doing them 6-minute videos.
Thumbnail.
Love y'all. Thumbnail.
We really love you guys.
Oh, you could do that? You could do that? I never knew. You could do that while taking a video.
Cause you
I
can
struggle.
take
I take the day, I do the whole doggone video, go back and watch the thing and then get a thumbnail.
really?
It's ridiculous.
No, Mom, you don't have to do that. Life doesn't have to be so complicated.
When you know, you know, and when you don't, you don't.
These are gorgeous.
I love them, y'all.
I probably, if I would have went
If I
back,
have to cut
might
them
have
to
done
preserve the
this.
length because they start feeling heavy, guess what? I'll do it. I guess I have to cut them to about here. All right, so we're going to go, y'all. We love y'all.
Love y'all.
Have a beautiful day.